Hey, it's Gothy, and vloggy updatey time. Yay! Um, Stitchy wise, I've done like shit all because um, I went to Spotlight to get more floss because I'm missing a couple of colours for my Labyrinth sampler. As you can see here, I finished Hoggle. I've started on Sarah. Her eyes are there. It's not easy to tell on this fabric, but I'm still loving this fabric choice anyway. Because some of the colours on it are the specialty thread ones. It's like E301 and E825. Yeah. And then there was just a couple of other colours I was missing. So I went to Spotlight to grab them, but Spotlight didn't have them, so I've had to order them online, and they haven't arrived yet. So I haven't done much stitching. I'm just cutting. I could use this. It's a finger puppet thing, and it's a bat, even though his wings are like upside down. But it was $2, and it was from IKEA because we went to IKEA, and yeah, I love IKEA, and we're starting to plan moving stuff. So we went to have a look at their underbed storage stuff because I want to get rid of my chest of drawers because my chest of drawers is broken, and they've got these drawer things you can just put under any bed, and they're on wheels. It's all good. So you can get a set of two for $60, which isn't too bad. And they're pretty big, they're pretty deep. So yeah, and I measured my bed already, and they might stick out a little bit, just a tiny little bit, because just having a look, and it just might not go flush under, but that's fine. That's tiny things. Yeah, we left IKEA, and I spent $11, and Andrew spent less than $5, which for IKEA is kind of an achievement, I guess. But yeah, I bought this little bat because it was $1. Yeah, it was marked as $2, but it was actually $1. So, and then I got this really big wall sticker. It's like a sugar skull one. Which was they're usually $30. It was marked down to 10, so it was like, yes, thank you. We have our moving date, so we're going to be moving 8th of August, which is we're basically gonna spend the week moving. Andrew's taking it off work, so yeah, it's gonna be a fun week. And oh hey, you jerkatron. Meow. Meow. Come here. Rawr. Ugh. God. Hey, look, it's an Illidan. But yeah, so 8th of August we'll be moving. So there might be yeah, I'm gonna try and get internet and everything set up before then, but I don't know. I've got to actually start making those calls today, is organising for power and gas and internet to be moved. I gotta start changing my address on things. It's just because there's still a couple weeks, it's just oh, there's all these things that I have in a list that, I've got to do when we move, but there's still 3 and a bit weeks, so it's still a little early. Okay, then go! He's just been like that. So yes, we have a moving date. It's gonna happen. I've got boxes and bubble wrap so I can start packing, but I still feel like it's probably a bit early to pack, unless I start packing things like my books and stuff, and I feel like I don't want to use up all the boxes already, because that's what's gonna happen. So yes. No Stitchy updates, movie updates, moving updates. I coloured a little bit last night, just because I felt like it. So I did a mandala. and like red and blue. I'm really liking, like in this book, the this one, I'm really liking just doing like picking 2 colors and sort of doing like 2 color mandalas. Well, this one, like it's red and blue, but I picked like 2 different blues and 2 different reds. Because the other one that I've done in this book was like this 3-color mandala, like in the white. So I'm guessing that I'm probably going to do that with this whole book. We'll see how it goes. And I've still got a whole bunch of stuff to film and edit and stuff coloring wise, I'm aware. But I did finish my big poster one as well. So that is done. I don't know if I showed that last week or not, but yeah. It's really hard because it's so big. But there's glittery bits on there and everything too. So that's done. I'm probably going to fill in the background at some point, but I just didn't feel like doing it yet. But yeah. Go back and sit there. Good. So I also got this one. This cost me like $4 or something. It's really cheap. It's really nice, thick paper. They're single-sided and they're just all mandalas. But they're really big ones, like they're fairly big ones. So they're like mini posters. So those are really cool. I picked those up from Booktopia. And I also got some actual colouring posters. Some more, because I could, basically. And these were really cheap as well. And these ones are really cool. So on one side you've got like an actual coloured image. And then on the other side you have the image to colour. And like these things are also huge. The paper's a little thinner, so I don't know if I'd use watercolours on them. But yeah. And you get 3 big posters and a couple of smaller ones, I think it was. Or is it 4 big ones? Yeah, so I've got like these ones as well. This is one of the smaller ones. Yeah, so it's 3 giant posters and 6 smaller posters. And this one. And yeah, this also was like $4 or something. As one of the other things that I'm doing when I'm moving is I'm going to get myself a new desk, because the one that I've got now it's really small and I don't ever have much space to do anything, and I've wanted like a nice big desk for a long time, so I'm getting one. Yeah. So then the other really big one, there must be another one on my bed somewhere. It's supposed to get 3, but this is one of the other ones. Yeah. But like on the back of it, you've got like color guides and stuff like that, and there's more color guides and complementary charts and stuff. And then there is there are 3 smaller posters. I've got like meanings, so one's creation, one's a lotus pond, and one's supposed to be for tranquility and stuff. So it's got like information on those. There must be another one on my bed somewhere. Either way. Yes, Aladdin. Meow. And then I got another of those colouring magazines that I've been trying to cancel, which I don't know what I'm gonna do, because if I can't get a hold of them to cancel, I can't even get a hold of them to change the address. So I don't know. Like, I'm thinking that Andrew might actually have to call the bank and like cut them off from the payment plan, like through that way, because otherwise they're gonna keep coming here and we're not gonna be here. So yeah, who knows, maybe if we like stop paying, then we'll get contacted by them. Maybe then. That would be actually hilarious. Yeah, see, like, it doesn't even have... It's got a phone number. I might try and call them again today. Not that they've answered me any other time, but... So, this one's all relationshipy stuff. It's all, like, hearts and marriage and flowers and... Under the floor. Yep. This one's... flowers. Yep, it's all flowers and stuff. This one, it's just patterns. So there's circus patterns and stuff. Actually, the Jester one, or Venetian clown one, is kind of cool. The top there. And this one is strangely beautiful patterns. Okay, I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I need to try and do something about that because it's really frustrating. Let's see, what else? What else have I got coming up? Still trying to work out placement stuff because everywhere is full that I've called so far. I'm going to take my list in with me because I've got to go see the job network lady this week. So I'm going to take the list in with me and I'm going to be like, look, you contact this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, because I can't make that many phone calls and it's driving me up the wall. Especially while I'm trying to deal with all the other stuff. Yeah. So I might try and do a bit of packing today. The pre-patch for World of Warcraft goes live. Technically it'll be Wednesday for me because of the time difference, but it's the 19th. So I'm looking forward to it because that means that I will be able to start running old dungeons and stuff again because at the moment my bags and my bank and my void storage on pretty much all of my characters is like full. So I am looking forward to being able to clear all that space. Although I will probably like look at my bank after I've like cleared everything and just be like, what the hell am I going to do with my bank now? Like, I got nothing. What am I going to do? So, let's see. What else? That's it. There's not much. Like, it's just... I'm sort of at the between stage where it's, like, too early to really start... to start really packing. And it's way too early to start organising things like power transfers and gas transfers and stuff because... I don't know exactly what date we're going to be officially out of here. Although one of the things I can do is look into the prices of getting this place cleaned when we're moved out. Because there is no way I am doing it, because... no. No, it's not that we're messy people, but I'm not going to clean a 3-bedroom house on my own. Like, I'm not going to do it. It's just going to kill me. Like, my knees are not going to handle that. So I'm not going to do it. I'll like support a small business and I'll find someone local who does it and they can do it. Or I could ask the real estate if they have someone they prefer to do it, because in that way we're pretty much assured the bond back. That might be an idea. I should get onto that. Yeah. But yes. I'm hoping to sell some of my old books too, like some of the ones that I've taken out of my collection. So hopefully someone will come buy some, because then the money that I make from that I'll put back into moving. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like, it's pretty much just a standstill at the moment. It's just, you know, I want to do this and I want to do that, and, you know, everything's just everywhere and in between stages. And Illidan, I swear to God, I'm not taking you outside. One of the upsides to moving too is because we will own the place, we can build a cat run. So that Illidan can just come and go inside and outside without the risk of him getting out and running off somewhere. He won't be a danger to any wildlife or anything like that, and it will be good because he will just leave me alone during the day when he wants to go outside. So, alright, this week, job network on Thursday, pre-patch on Wednesday, the Twisted Social on Wednesday nights, I've got to film and edit videos. Basically, I've got a bunch of like coloring book reviews that I still have to edit. I've been slowly getting through them. And I know I haven't been putting them up yet, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them all done, and I'm going to try and put them up. I'm going to like stagger them, and I'm going to do it for like around the time that I'm moving, so there is at least something going up on my channel. Because I might actually call Optus and see if I have to have the special internet cable thingy installed at the new place. And then maybe see if I can put in a tentative date to have that done. Because it just depends, because one of the things we want to do is we want to get the floorboards done, because there's this really nasty, thick, horrible, old, gross carpet that's in there now, but there's really nice floorboards underneath. They just need to be like polished and boarded up and everything. So we wanted to get that done before we actually move everything in, because it's easier. Like, we can pull the carpet up ourselves, it's no big deal, it's just the actual floorboard part. I don't know how to do it, so, yeah. And then we also want to get someone to come in and just test the place for, like, asbestos and stuff. So, maybe I should do that. Might do that too. Call them and suss that out. I don't know why I end up having to make all the freaking phone calls. Alright, so film and edit. I should do some cross-stitch. There's a blue challenge on this week, so blue challenge. What else should I do this week? Pack some stuff. I have to pay off the last part of my Legion pre-order. I finished paying my Colour Cascades lay-by, so I will have a nice big Colour Cascades haul soon. Let's see, what else? It's mostly just gonna be like trying to get stuff organized. I have no plans for the weekend. I went out this weekend. I went to a fetish party and stuff, and it didn't go well. I had another bad night, but I'm getting there. Like, I've got to like sort of accept that some nights are gonna be bad, and that's it. Like, yeah. But I am at least starting to understand why I'm having bad nights, and it's because the first time I started going to fetish stuff, like going to parties and stuff like that, I like very quickly found people to play with, and like, you know, I met the guy who became my boyfriend and dominant, like, at my very first party, and like within like a month of meeting him we were together and all this sort of shit. So last time it was really easy, like, it wasn't difficult, and now I'm finding it difficult, you know. So now I've been going to these things since like January. You know, I've missed one or two, but that's, you know, and I'm still sort of on my own kind of thing, you know, and I'm not looking for relationships out of this, so that's, you know, that's just off the table straight off. But yeah, I'm just finding it a bit more difficult this time, and I've sort of hit the nail on the head about why, and it's because I'm a lot more shy than I was the first time round. I'm also less able-bodied, so I've got to use the chair at least some of the time. I'm fatter, which means that I don't have... I don't have the confidence, and, you know, my body type is now less of a conventional sort of body type kind of thing. And, like, yeah, it's just, like, little things, like, I'm shyer and more awkward, as if that could happen, and it's just, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. And it is just that, my crazy brain just likes to compare everything to then, and just be like, oh, well, it wasn't so hard then, maybe you should just give up, and blah, 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 blah. So it just gets in there, and it does the thing, and it's annoying, and it shouldn't do the thing, but it does do the thing, so, yeah. So I think I have some gaming videos that I should have a look at uploading and stuff too, that I should edit and upload, because they're just like sitting on my computer, so I should do something with them. Yeah, so is that it for this week? I know there's a couple of Cross Stitch It's Fun stitch-alongs and challenges and stuff. Blue, Twisted Sisters Social. Events. Yeah, blue. There's 2 hangouts this week, which hopefully I'll get to. We'll see how that goes. Oh, The Cure are performing next week. Oh. I'm so bummed. The tickets were really expensive for it. Like, they were like a good, I think it's like almost $200 for the tickets. And like the venue that it's at, they've got like, they have, how many sections? They have 70, 84, they've got 84 seating sections plus the floor. They open 2 of those sections up to wheelchairs. Just 2. One up the top on the side and one up the top at the back. 2 fucking sections out of 84. 85 technically, because the floor is 1 too. And it's bullshit. Like, because Slipknot and Lamb of God are playing there in a couple months, and I've already got tickets. But yeah, like, I'm having to sit up the back, like up on the side in the seating area because they don't let wheelchairs go anywhere else. Like, there are 85 fucking sections to pick from, and I have the choice of 2 because I use a mobility aid. It's fucking bullshit. Especially because, like, places like this arena and stuff that it's in, they've got to be fully accessible. Like, they should be fully accessible. And, yeah, like, I'm not allowed to go onto the floor, I'm not allowed to go into the mosh pit. Which is bullshit, because I've been into mosh pits in my wheelchair. But, yeah. Yeah, so the tickets are like, oh, that's $100 and then 142 depending. Yeah, the other thing that really sucks is that if you want to buy a ticket to a gig, and you do use a wheelchair, you can't just book it online like everyone else does. You have to call them. And, like, you're often on hold for, like, up to an hour. It's not good. It's not good. It's a pain in the ass. Because, yeah, they don't have their, like, disability booking information on the website. It's just like, oh, special needs booking, call this number. Like, well, you know, yay. I had to sit on the phone for, like, more than an hour just to book a ticket. This is really not fun. As someone who gets phone anxiety, I don't like it. And that's just reminded me that Pauline Hanson's got a fucking Senate seat. God damn it. Australian politics right now is just, it's a fucking mess. And the assholes that have been in there ruining things for like the last 3 years somehow managed to get back in. It was really close and they almost didn't, but somehow they fucking did, which means half of Australia still fucking voted for the assholes. Half of Australia are still, like, stuck up tightwads that want their gays unmarried, their poor people poorer, their disabled people pushed to the side, and Aboriginal people still villainised. Like, fuck you. Fuck you, Liberal voters. In fact, in the week since, like, in the last week, they've already slashed the subsidy for insulin strips for people who have diabetes, and they need the insulin strips to check their blood sugar and all that. They've now cut the subsidy, so instead of paying like $1.20 for a pack of them, people with diabetes now have to pay $60 for a pack of strips. It's fucking bullshit. Like, the first thing they do is go after sick people. Like, fuck you, Liberal voters. Seriously, if you voted Liberal, I think you're an asshole. Like, straight up. There's not even any qualms about it now. It's the first thing they do is go after sick people. Like, what are they gonna do next? Next, they're gonna defund the NDIS, which is gonna help people with disabilities everywhere. Next, they're gonna cut welfare. They're gonna kick more people off. They're gonna make it even harder to get, so that we end up with more homeless people, and it's just gonna fucking suck. Like, yeah, that's like tip of the iceberg shit, man. It's gonna fucking suck. The next 3 years are gonna suck. So, I'm gonna go before I keep ranting about this, because I've got a lot of phone calls to make, and I don't want to make phone calls. I hate being on the phone. It just bugs me so much. I hate it. I'm already twitchy. Like, I'm already freaking, but I need to go. I need to go do this shit. Ugh.